the 150 Prado. Got a few other Prados with us as well. These guys, and a couple of those guys here and there. So half the Prados here with us. Bit of a Prado trip on Fraser Island. Stay tuned for the photos and videos on our Facebook group 4x4 Adventures, and of course this YouTube channel 4x4 Adventures. I'll try and do a bit more out of the wind. It is quite breezy out here today. I think things will improve over the next few days. We're here cruising off the barge at Kingfisher, just about to hit the island at the end of the timber. Bada bing, bada boom, trip begins. Right, we're out onto the sand, heading out of Kingfisher. We've got the tracker control button pressed before we hit the sand in these 150 Prados, and a lot of vehicles with traction control. That's your first tip. And of course, I always put the center diff lock on, keep the front locked to the rear so the front and the rear is working together. Still in high range because it's a pretty firm track. We're on 20 psi. They water this down. I've seen some wet spots at the worst areas. There was one, I was only doing about 30 k's and there's a bit of a divot dropout, like an inverted speed hump, and I think our bash plate hit it pretty hard and scooped up a lot of sand, and I'll be surprised if it's still there. Bloody tend to feel like it rips the bolts out or bends the heck out of that bash plate, but we'll have to check that out. This isn't the original new one that came with the vehicle. This is our not too bad second-hand one we put on, so if we do knock a few things around and it gets knocked around, it doesn't matter, and we've got our good one to put on later if we ever need a good one, you know. Does the protection for the minimal amount of harder tracks. Not this doesn't do hard tracks, but like I said, circumstances like what we just had, cruising along pretty slow, and you just last minute see one of those, bit of a hole in the track, and it was too late. You hit the brakes, the more you dive into it, hit it even harder as well. So washed off a bit of speed, not that there was much, and still hit it. You just needed to be doing walking pace on that one. It's probably needs to be fixed up. But anyway, we'll keep cruising. You got a bit of scenery, it's not just my talking, and we'll show you some lakes and places. Heading to Central Station, which I believe is probably going to be about half an hour or so drive, more or less. Yeah, just cruising out there still, and we've just given you a bit of a track report now because we've driven on it for about, I don't know, what have we done, 15 k's maybe, and yeah, they made mincemeat of it. People, let your tyres down and then you'll be able to drive over it, keep it smooth. I don't know what all these holes are that have been dug, all this rough stuff. It's really easy travelling on 20 psi, but it's just rough because people have dug it up. They haven't let their tyres down is the only reason you'd be spinning a wheel or having any struggles on this. Don't be afraid, it'll be okay. We've got the Central Station Dingo. Get out of here, go on. Not too scared either, eh? Got the photo. It's just a baby, he hasn't learned, he's tagged. You probably give him a pat and give him a sandwich for lunch. No. Alright, so we just spent a bit of time, had some lunch at Central Station, went for a bit of a walk down the creek. Everyone had a nice relaxing time. I think we spent nearly a bit over an hour there, about an hour. And now we're going to head to Lake Birrabeen for a swim. It's about 1:30. Nothing challenging on the full driving yet, so mainly touring information, but you never know what might happen, so stay tuned. And each day, different places, different tracks, different information, so hang around, subscribe, turn the bell on. If you're after the real info for places you can travel with your real vehicle without spending $1 million, and what you really need, what you don't, without wasting money on $1 million setups that just cause problems. Hey everyone, we just had a bit of a swim at Lake Birrabeen. Didn't bother taking any photos because it was a bit cloudy, it was a bit breezy, and it didn't do it any justice. It's a nice spot and it wasn't looking the best today. A few of us went for a swim. What do you reckon, Mitch? 6 of us maybe?
Yeah.
So about half the group went for a swim. It was good, wasn't it? It was warm.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And nice, you know, that silica sand, that fine white stuff, beautiful to walk on in and out of there. What else? Yeah, there's a toilet there in case you needed to go and use that. And we're
just heading back out to, what's it called? Or what was called Yurong, the resort there. That's where we're staying for this trip. We're glamping. Yes, so we're going to head there now and check in. It's a couple of stops and activities for the day so far. It's about 3:20. Time goes quick. The days go quick. Time goes fast when you're having fun, isn't it? You know. So we're going to go and check in, check the pool, check some couple of drinks and snack. I think it's called happy hour at 4 o'clock, and then dinner at the restaurant. And might be a bit average. We'll let you know. There'll be a separate report on that, so you don't want to miss that, because I've got a feeling it's not going to be the best.